Taking a cruise for the first time was a learning experience. You don't know what to expect, where to go, what to do. In the next couple episodes, I'm going to take you through a typical 7-night cruise, from checking in at the pier, visiting the ports, and finally getting off the ship with plans to book another one. The sooner, the better. Welcome aboard Sea Cruise. I'm Chris, the Cruising Old Fart. I'm glad to have you join me on a typical 7-night Caribbean cruise, round trip out of Florida, with 2 or 3 ports, maybe a private island, and a couple of days at sea. You booked your cruise, you got to Florida a day early, you're relaxed in your hotel, and you're ready and raring to get on your ship. If you've cruised before, you probably remember the first time you saw your ship up close and personal. It's a feeling most of us never forget. First tip I have for you sounds simple. Relax. The cruise lines have been doing this for years. Staff and crew are eager to please, answer any questions you might have, and they're just plain friendly. They want you to have a good time and a great vacation, and typically will do just about anything they can to make sure you do. Your bags are packed, you did your online check-in at home, you have your documents and your other essentials you might need for the first few hours in a carry-on bag. You've attached your luggage tags to your check bag, and you get on the shuttle to your ship. So, you arrive at the terminal. There'll be signs showing you where to drop off your luggage. Remember, you're not going to see those bags for a few hours, so make sure you don't pack medications, your passport, ID, other documents in the luggage you're dropping off. It isn't required, but most people give the porters who take your luggage a small tip. The average seems to be $2 to $5 a bag. Yet another reason to pack light. They only have one bag. You only got to give them a couple of bucks. So, documents in hand, you head over to the terminal where, at the time of filming this video, you'll need to show proof of vaccination or COVID-19 test results as you enter. It's easier if you are able to get a printed copy, but having them on your phone or tablet works well as well. So, follow the signs to the check-in area. They'll ask for your ID and ask for the credit card you're going to use for the cruise. Remember that onboard life is pretty much cashless. Pretty well everything goes on your cruise card, but you will need a few smaller bills for tips throughout the week. When you're done at the check-in counter, you'll be directed to either a waiting area if they aren't ready for passengers yet, or straight to the gangway leading to the ship. Be prepared to have your picture taken before you actually get on the ship. Those pictures will show up later in the photo gallery on board. If you don't like them, there's no obligation to buy any of them. Some ships now are using a digital system where you'll only see the photos with you in them on monitors in the photo gallery, and you can choose from there. Okay, we've navigated the gangway, and we finally actually put a foot on the ship. On some lines, they'll hand you a refreshing beverage as you board. On others, you'll have to wait almost a minute before you can get a drink. My advice, wait till you get to your cabin and drop off your carry-on bags so you don't have to juggle your drink and your camera. If possible, make your way to your cabin, drop off your carry-on bags. A lot of cruise lines are putting the room keys outside each cabin. Just make sure you're at the right cabin before you rip open the package and go into the room. And check that key card. It'll have your name and cabin number and a bunch of other information printed on it, like your dining information, that sort of thing. This is usually your first opportunity to meet your cabin steward, who will be the one cleaning your cabin, freshening up the towels, keeping your ice bucket topped up. Make sure you tell them if you have any special needs, like an extension cord and water for a CPAP machine, or fresh ice in the evening, or whatever. They're also more than happy to answer any questions you might have. As you decide what you want to see first, it's a good idea to have a plan. Especially for a ship we haven't been on before, we start at the top of the ship, on the pool deck, and make our way down, and we stop for a quick snack on the way. Before that, though, check out how to do the muster or lifeboat drill. Maritime regulations require that every passenger, no matter how many cruises they might have been on, complete the muster drill before the ship leaves port. Many cruise lines are doing e-musters, so you might do it on your phone instead of having to go to your designated muster station at a certain time. The lifeboat drills are quick. They tell you what to do in case of an emergency at sea, where to go, how to put on your life jacket. Simple things, but again, required by maritime regulations. If your ship doesn't do an e-muster, you'll need to go to your muster station or other designated location. Then there will be announcements throughout the ship that it's happening. So let's continue on with our little ship tour. Starting at the pool deck, take a look at where the pools are and if they have posted hours of operation. The buffet is usually at one end of the pool deck, so this is a great chance to check it out, grab a bite to eat. But be warned, Embarkation Day is the busiest time for the buffet, so it might take a little bit of hunting to find a table. Speaking of the buffet, you remember that this, like most other meals on the ship, is included in your cruise fare, right? Just remember, in a few hours, you're going to be going to dinner. With lunch done, continue through the ship. Make note of things you definitely want to go to or see again. Some areas won't be open till the ship's at sea, like the shops and the casino, but at least you'll know where they are for future reference. And if you're a smoker, take note of where the smoking areas are. Remember, there's no smoking in your cabin or on your balcony. Smoking is allowed in designated areas only. Some ships allow smoking in some parts of the casino, but check first before you light up. If you're dining at a specific time, your table will be printed on your cruise card, which is also your room key. So take a couple of minutes to stop by the dining room, see where your table is. If you aren't thrilled with the location, talk to the maitre d' at the door and they'll try to accommodate you. If you're doing anytime or freestyle type dining, just note where your entrance to the dining room is. After all that walking, it'd be nice to just kick back and relax while we wait for the sail away. Let's find a comfy spot, get you a drink if you're so inclined, and we'll have a little chat with the other passengers. Everybody's on vacation and are usually pretty friendly. We have made friends while cruising that we keep in touch with to this day, and we started cruising 25 years ago. By the time we leave port and we're out to sea, it's usually getting pretty close to supper time. So we take this opportunity to freshen up, maybe have a quick nap. It's allowed. And then we'll head to dinner. I'll let you have your nap, and when we come back in the next episode, we'll continue on our 7-day cruise, starting off with that amazing dining experience. Oh, I almost forgot. If you want to be notified when that next episode comes out, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps YouTube bring this channel to more users. Thanks in advance. Cheers. We'll see you at supper.